Hello everyone, this is José, Wonderful Machines designer. I'm doing a web template customization with photographer Robert Granoff, and to start I wanted to dive into his old website and take a look at what's working and what should be improved in his new web template. So Robert's photography has a great production quality and he has a lot of good content that can be definitely and easily presented in a more modern and a better way. So this is his currently landing page where we have a cover photo and a navigation at the bottom with his logo and the menu options centered side by side in a black background. And here we go with the first change. So we're gonna find a different spot for the menu, which is probably gonna be at the top to be easily accessed by any user. Moving on, let's explore his galleries a little bit. So let's start with Standish in the residential section. So what we see is that the gallery starts with larger images. It has like a side navigation, which needs a few extra clicks to go through the entire project. I'm also seeing some kind of negative space and no options to see thumbnails that I personally find very useful. This model is replicated across all the galleries, including workspace, cityscapes, and entire sheets, except the tours page, which contains some kind of 3D interior space that when you click it leads you to a whole different website. So the key point in here and on the new template is gonna be to streamline the access to each project and to provide the user a better experience. Next, we have the info page, and what we see is his contact info, about and client sections, and a lot of white space, which can be condensed and disposed in a better way on the new template. The last item in the menu is this grid icon that leads you to all the galleries, which for me seems a little extra and we're gonna eliminate in the new website. As I said at the beginning, Robert's work is wonderful and we will find a template that can show his work in full potential, aligned with his minimalist style. Hello again, this is Robert's new web template. So first of all, I wanted to let you know that the previous one was made on Wix, but we opted to switch to Squarespace. So let's start with the new navigation created by my dear colleague and photo editor, Honor Brown. So now we have a more minimalist navigation. So we placed the logo and the menu items centered at the top of the page. And we also found this great blue tone for a background that gave some sort of modernity and a nice contrast with his current logo. So we are also happy that Robert adopted this color, and now this is part of his color palette and is already being used in other marketing materials. Moving forward, this is the landing page and overview gallery. So what you're seeing is this beautiful and cohesive edit by Honor that shows Robert's pictures in a thumbnails view at first. So we decided to use a grid strips gallery with a white background, and we added a comfortable spacing between images, and they are sized in a way that users will only need to click to expand if they want to see an image individually. So that was replicated across all other galleries. We also eliminated that extra clicks to go to residential, then go to each project. So now you can simply hover the section and click to select the project you want to view. Next, I want to talk about the view studies. So Honor's idea to transform the previous cityscape page into a View Studios gallery gave me the challenge to include some of Robert's great 360s on it. So we developed and implemented a code for them to be as user-friendly as possible, but also being careful to not impact the page loading, to be different, but at the same time be part of the static images. So the main idea was to add the 360 in individual roles, and by clicking, they turn into an interactive experience. So we are very proud of this because that's exactly what we discussed in our first meeting with Robert and how we wanted to look like. So for the info page, Robert doesn't want to include a headshot anymore and to eliminate the word about. So the page basically starts right about him, followed by the client list centered, which creates a kind of funnel, and it ends up in the kind words, which is a drop-down section with some of feedbacks that he got from clients. So you also noticed a blue background, and this is the model we're gonna use in case we add any other text pages in the future. So lastly, the contact info, including his email, phone, and social media icons, which is at the bottom and is visible across all the other pages. So basically, this is the overview about his new template. Thank you.